Welcome to our area where we examine the relationships that exist between sexuality, health, and well-being at every stage of life. We are about to embark on a discussion that many people find challenging to have, frequently because of cultural expectations, personal discomfort, or a lack of reliable information. Nonetheless, the relationship between masturbation and prostate health is a topic that is extremely significant for men's health and merits careful consideration. Though this topic is frequently whispered about, avoided, or dismissed altogether, the reality is that understanding it can be a powerful step toward living a healthier, more informed life. The relationship between sexual activity, especially masturbation, and physical well-being, particularly prostate health, is grounded in scientific research, and what you learn today could shift the way you think about your body, your habits, and even your long-term health strategy. We often think of masturbation as simply a private matter or a form of pleasure not worthy of deeper consideration. But in truth, it's much more than that. It's an expression of self-connection, a way to stay in tune with your body, and as recent studies suggest, it can be a preventative measure that supports multiple aspects of men's health. Have you ever wondered whether the frequency of ejaculation could actually impact your overall well-being? It's not just speculation. There's growing evidence that supports this idea. Despite long-standing myths and societal taboos, science continues to point toward masturbation as a healthy, normal, and beneficial practice, particularly as men grow older and face natural changes in their bodies. Men undergo subtle but important physiological changes as they become older. Hormone levels start to change, particularly those of testosterone, which impacts mood, energy, and desire. Slower circulation can affect general vigor and erectile function. Concerns about sexual performance may also begin to surface at this time, and some people may stop engaging in intimate activities due to fear or a lack of confidence. Unfortunately, many men carry outdated beliefs that sexual activity, including self-pleasure, becomes irrelevant or even inappropriate later in life. These misconceptions can quietly damage a person's physical and emotional health, leading to unnecessary shame and the loss of a powerful outlet for stress relief and self-care. The truth is that sexual health is deeply interconnected with overall well-being. Maintaining a healthy sexual life, whether with a partner or through masturbation, is about far more than momentary pleasure. It influences your cardiovascular health, mental balance, sleep quality, immune strength, and perhaps most notably, your prostate. When you take the time to explore and understand your own body, you empower yourself to make choices that support long-term health and happiness. Removing the shame around sexuality allows space for acceptance, curiosity, and growth, no matter your age. Let's look at what happens in the body during and after sexual release. When a man ejaculates, the body releases a powerful mix of hormones and neurotransmitters, including dopamine, oxytocin, and endorphins. These natural chemicals promote relaxation, improve mood, reduce stress, and foster a sense of contentment. For older men especially, this hormonal release can counterbalance the emotional and physiological strain of daily life, which becomes increasingly important with age. Chronic stress has been linked to high blood pressure, heart disease, insomnia, depression, and even cognitive decline. Having a natural, healthy way to manage stress, like regular sexual activity, can be a valuable asset for aging gracefully. Masturbation is also a sleep aid for many men. There is frequently a feeling of peace and tiredness when the body winds down following an orgasm. Those who experience sleep problems as a result of worry, hormonal shifts, or long-term medical disorders may find this impact especially beneficial. Some men discover that a straightforward, organic routine that incorporates self-pleasure can encourage better slumber and more regular sleep patterns rather than resorting to sleep aids or fighting restless nights. The benefits of masturbation don't stop at mental and emotional wellness. There is also evidence that regular ejaculation supports immune function. By regulating cortisol, the body's main stress hormone, masturbation can help reduce chronic inflammation, which is a key factor in many illnesses. An overworked immune system weakens the body's defenses, making you more susceptible to infections and diseases. A healthy, balanced lifestyle that includes sexual expression, may help keep your immune response strong and adaptive. At the center of this discussion is the prostate, a small but incredibly important gland in the male reproductive system. Located just below the bladder, the prostate produces seminal fluid, which nourishes and transports sperm during ejaculation. As men age, the prostate is prone to enlargement and other changes that can lead to discomfort, urinary problems, and in some cases, life-threatening conditions. Benign prostatic hyperplasia, BPH, or an enlarged prostate can cause frequent urination, difficulty emptying the bladder, and a weak urine stream. More alarmingly, prostate cancer remains one of the most common cancers affecting men worldwide. So how does masturbation relate to prostate health? Several studies, including research conducted at Harvard University, have found a correlation between frequent ejaculation and a reduced risk of developing prostate cancer. In particular, men who ejaculated at least 21 times per month were shown to have a significantly lower risk compared to those with less frequent activity. The proposed mechanism behind this finding is that ejaculation helps flush out toxins, bacteria, and other potentially harmful substances from the prostate. By regularly cleaning out the gland, the chances of inflammation, congestion, or cellular abnormalities may be reduced. It's almost as if the prostate, like any muscle or organ, needs to stay active and properly maintained in order to stay healthy. Additionally, sexual activity improves blood circulation to the pelvic area. This increased blood flow brings oxygen and nutrients to the tissues surrounding the prostate, aiding in repair and optimal function. It also helps prevent stagnation. When things aren't moving, they tend to collect residue or become dysfunctional. Just as we don't let our cardiovascular system fall dormant, the same principle applies to the prostate. Regular stimulation and ejaculation may serve as a form of exercise, promoting long-term health and vitality in the reproductive system. Another vital benefit of masturbation is its impact on preserving sexual function. Erectile dysfunction, ED, becomes more common with age, and while there are many contributing factors, from diabetes and heart disease to medication side effects and stress, one often overlooked reason is inactivity. When a man goes long periods without sexual arousal or orgasm, the blood vessels and nerves involved in erections may begin to lose responsiveness. This can lead to weaker erections, reduced sensitivity, and decreased confidence during intimacy. Masturbation helps keep these systems engaged, supporting healthier blood flow and nerve function. Additionally, self-pleasure provides a chance to maintain a connection with your body. It enables you to identify shifts in arousal, comfort, and sensitivity that can point to more general health trends. It can serve as a source of comfort and stability when going through mental or physical changes. Masturbation can be a potent gesture of self-acceptance for men who are worried about aging or changes in their sexual capabilities. It becomes an affirmation that you are still alive, worthy of enjoyment, and able to connect, as opposed to a source of disconnection or frustration. By stepping away from outdated cultural judgments, we begin to see masturbation for what it truly is. Not something to be hidden or whispered about, but a natural, healthy, and deeply human behavior. It plays a role in supporting prostate health, emotional resilience, restful sleep, strong immunity, and sexual confidence. When approached with mindfulness and understanding, it becomes not just a private act of release, but a meaningful component of holistic self-care. Integrating this practice into your life, along with regular physical activity, a balanced diet, hydration, mental stimulation, and routine medical care, creates a strong foundation for well-being. Every part of your body, including your sexual organs, deserves care and attention. Our health is not made up of separate compartments. It's a web of interconnected systems, and when one is supported, the others often benefit as well. Now that we've shared this journey together, I invite you to reflect. Did something in this conversation strike a chord with you? Have you had personal insights or experiences that shed light on this topic? Your story matters, and your voice helps break the silence surrounding these important issues. I encourage you to leave a comment below. Let's create a space where curiosity, openness, and respect allow real conversations to happen. If you found this video helpful or enlightening, please consider liking, subscribing, and turning on the notification bell so you can stay updated with future content. By choosing to learn and engage, you're taking a powerful step toward better health, and that is something truly worth celebrating. Thank you for being here, for taking the time to care for yourself, and for being part of this journey. Stay well, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next video.